story that we are tracking for you this afternoon is the latest as far as the situation in Uttar Pradesh's Sambhal is concerned. The situation in UP's Sambhal remains quite tense following the clashes over the survey at the Shahi Jama Masjid. Times Now has accessed the FIR, which claims the violence that broke out on Saturday was not incidental. In fact, that was a part of a pre-planned conspiracy. And if there's anything that gives credence to the claim of a pre-planned conspiracy, it is these videos that are playing out on your screens. Viewers, watch these videos closely. What you're seeing is not a group of people who assembled there as, a coincidence. They assembled with a purpose. A lot of them were seen wearing masks to conceal their identities. As the survey began, the stone pelting also began shortly after that. But that's not all. As per the FIR, some of them even snatched the weapons from the police and attempted to open fire. And before we get into the specifics of what the FIR mentions and why the police believe that the violence was pre-planned, let's get in a word from the Sambhal district magistrate who sheds more light on the latest on the investigation.
Throughout here, we saw that politicians had been trying to blame police. How bad you feel when they were speaking for those stone pelters, but nobody was speaking for the cops?
मैं तो एक ही बात कहूँगा कि पुलिस और प्रशासन तटस्थता के साथ काम करता है और दूसरी जो सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है, हम हमेशा लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कैसे मेंटेन रहे इसलिए काम करते हैं। तो जो स्टोन पेल्टर्स हैं वो किसी भी रूप में निर्दोष नहीं है, उनको किसी भी रूप में बख्शा भी नहीं जाएगा और जीरो टॉलरेंस के साथ उनके साथ ट्रीटमेंट किया जाएगा।
सिचुएशन नाउ हियर इन संभल एरिया
अब पूर्ण शांति है। कल 2 बजे के बाद एक भी घटना नहीं हुई और मैं हमारी पूरी फोर्स को और पूरे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को थैंक यू कहना चाहूँगा।
हमने सारा दिन देखा, हर कोई शख्स स्टोन पेल्टर के लिए बात कर रहा था, पत्थरबाज के लिए बात कर रहा था, लेकिन पुलिसकर्मी के लिए नहीं कर रहा था।
Well, I would say it's very unfortunate, not only unfortunate, it's highly unfortunate that we don uniform for the public, the same public which pelts stones at you, but still you have to request them, don't throw stones at us. They come to us every day for the justice, they come to us, and that time we have to remain impartial to them. So it is very difficult for us in everyday life to not remain prejudiced, yet deliver justice. Well, these same people who politicize these issues, they also come to police for the relief as well whenever they are also in trouble. तो ये तो लोगों का पॉलिटिकल माइलेज लेने का तरीका है, अपना जीवन जीने का तरीका है, जिसमें आज पुलिस को विलन बनाते हैं, कल उन्हीं के पास ही जाते हैं। लेकिन हमारा काम जो है एकदम, चाहे कोई गाली निकाले, चाहे प्यार से बोले, हमारा काम जो संविधान के हिसाब से, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के हिसाब से जो चीज़ है वो सही करना है।
Now remember viewers, the FIR has also named Samajwadi Party MP Zia-ur Rahman Barq and the Samajwadi Party MLA Iqbal Mahmood's son, Sohail Iqbal. And if there was any doubt over how the mob assembled and what their intention really was, let's go through what the FIR says and what the police believes was behind the violence that took place in Sambhal. So as per the FIR, the first claim is that there were about 800 to 900 people who had in fact assembled and who were pelting stones. Now, can this happen spontaneously? 800 to 900 people suddenly gathering in Sambhal? Now, another claim as per the FIR is that angry crowd turned violent and conspired to kill. Now, there is another claim which also mentions that about 40 to 50 people snatched the weapons from police. And apart from this, police officers' bags carrying tear gas were looted as well by the people who had gathered in large numbers. And then crowds started firing with the intention to kill. So police officials, police personnel that were also present on the spot to control the situation, they were targeted. That's what the FIR is claiming. Another claim is that Zia-ur Rahman made provocative comments. Remember, it was the Samajwadi Party that immediately came to the defense of Zia-ur Rahman, saying that he wasn't even in Sambhal when this incident took place. And here the FIR says that it was his provocative comments that perhaps played a role in inciting the people, inciting the mob. Then Iqbal Mahmood's son Sohail was also present. This is another important claim that has been made in the FIR. Then it was an attempt to spoil communal harmony for pure politics. is what the FIR is claiming. Adeeb is now joining us live for more on this. Adeeb, good afternoon. We have accessed the FIR copy, and what it mentions is very, very significant. Give us more details. Explain to us a little bit about where the probe is right now. What more have the cops managed to unearth in terms of this being a pre-planned conspiracy?
Well, definitely, Hina, see, the FIR clearly mentions the name of Suhail Iqbal, who is the son of Iqbal, and he's the Samajwadi Party MLA, and also the name of Ziaur Rahman Barq. Both have been booked by Sambhal police, and the police believes that these two people were responsible for inciting violence. In fact, on the day when the violence broke out, which is Sunday, Suhail Iqbal said to the people of Sambhal that we are with you. In fact, the Member of Parliament, Ziaur Rahman Barq, we are all with you. So this is how they both incited the violence. This is what the FIR says, and the police believes that these two people are responsible for inciting violence. In fact, the FIR also mentions the time. The FIR says around 700 to 800 people started gathering in the bylanes of Sambhal at around 9 a.m. The survey team reached at around 7:30 a.m. and at around 9 a.m. these people started gathering. And when the police were trying to control the mob, they were trying to convince them. This unruly mob charged at the police team. They even tried to snatch the pistols of the police team. They were able to get the magazine from a pistol of one of the police officers, and they also took some other materials from the police team. And then these unruly mobs started pelting stones at the police team. Now, if we talk about the investigation, police have so far arrested more than 25 people, and they are scanning the CCTV footages, all the CCTVs available in that area. The video footages recorded by the police team and other persons that were present at that time, those CCTVs, those videos are being monitored, and through these video footages, police are trying to arrest the people, because most of the people, they were covered, they already covered their faces. So it's a bit tricky for police, but they are still trying to arrest all the people involved in this violence.
All right, Adeeb, request you to stay on with us. Now, even as the cops are widening the investigation, the scope of the probe to nab the culprits, as Adeeb was also explaining to us, and especially those behind the incitement, there are some politicians and senior netas at that making statements which almost seem to justify the actions of the mob. Senior MP of the Samajwadi Party, Ram Gopal Yadav, believes that this is what's expected to happen when people do not get justice. The UP leader of opposition follows it up with another curious comment, wherein he says the cops carry 2 weapons with them so that they can fire at the mob with unlicensed weapons. Muslim cleric Tawqir Raza went a step further and gave a bizarre new twist to the entire incident that took place in Sambhal. Listen in to believe them.
निराश होकर आदमी क्या करता है? निराश होकर न्याय मिलेगा तो कभी कुछ नहीं अशांति होती। हमेशा शांति न्याय के रास्ते से ही निकलती है, और न्याय जब नहीं मिलता है, निराश हो जाता है आदमी, कहीं से न्याय नहीं मिलता है, तो कुछ न कुछ तो लोग करते ही। संभल में जो कुछ प्रशासन कर रहा है 100% गलत कर रहा है। जी सर। प्रशासन की लापरवाही से, बल्कि मैं तो ये आरोप लगा रहा हूं, प्रशासन ने जानबूझकर वहां ये सब अशांति पैदा करने का काम किया है। प्रशासन चाहता कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता था।
अच्छा, पुलिस ने अभी जो है बाहरी लोगों के आने पे रोक लगाई है, वहां पे किस तरह से जाएंगे आप लोग?
अब देखिए, पुलिस का काम रोके लगाना है ना, चोर पकड़ना नहीं है, डकैतों को पकड़ना नहीं, क्यों राजनीतिज्ञों को परेशान करना और घटनाओं पर पर्दा डालना, यही उनका काम बन गया।
तो आप मतलब कह रहे हैं कि पुलिस क्या 2 हथियार रखती है अपने साथ?
अरे ये कोई नई बात है क्या?
तो दो पिस्टल नहीं होंगी पुलिस के पास? पिस्टल
नहीं रहते हैं, वो उनके पास एक अलग से भी रखते हैं, जिससे कोई कभी गोली चलानी हो और कोई मर जाए तो वो फंसे ना।
ये तमाम केंद्र सरकार की तरफ से ये तमाम चीजें हो रही है, और मैं ये महसूस करता हूं कि प्रदेश सरकार को बदनाम करने के लिए, प्रदेश सरकार को किसी सूरत से बर्खास्त करने के लिए ये केंद्र, सारा खेल केंद्र का है।
लेकिन सर, केंद्र और राज्य में तो एक ही पार्टी की सरकार है।
एक पार्टी की सरकार होना अलग बात है, लेकिन जो मैं महसूस करता हूं कि सारा खेल केंद्र सरकार खेल रही है। वो फुटेज आप क्यों नहीं देख रहे जिसमें पुलिस बाकायदा पत्थरबाजी कर रही है, पुलिस फायरिंग कर रही है? उन फुटेज को भी आप देखिए, पुलिस बाकायदा पत्थरबाजी कर रही है और पुलिस के साथ कुछ सादा वर्दी वाले, वो सादा वर्दी वाले नहीं, वही आतंकवादी जो हिंदूवादी हैं वो कर रहे हैं।
The BJP, meanwhile, on the other hand, has upped the ante against the Samajwadi Party over the alleged involvement of their own netas in the violence. BJP has assured that no culprit will be spared by Yogi's police. Listen in.
में कहा जा रहा है कि ये प्री प्लान्ड है, एक तरह से सुनियोजित हिंसा थी।
नहीं, देखिए, इसमें बिल्कुल स्पष्ट है कि वहाँ पे विधायक और सांसद अपने वर्चस्व की लड़ाई लड़ते आए हैं और कौन बड़ा है, कौन पावरफुल है, इसकी लड़ाई हमेशा रही है वहाँ पे। और इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है कि जो ये हिंसा कराई गई, ये केवल और केवल इन दोनों के वर्चस्व की लड़ाई रही है। ये दोनों साबित करना चाहते हैं कि हम किसका राज वहाँ पे रहेगा, चलेगा, किसके समर्थक ज़्यादा मजबूत रहेंगे। इसमें हम बिल्कुल भी ये नहीं देखेंगे कि कौन कितना बड़ा आदमी, कौन है, कौन विधायक है, कौन सांसद है। आप अगर दोषी हैं, आपके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होगी।
Pradeep Datta is now joining us live for more on this. Pradeep, good afternoon. You know, as far as the ground situation is concerned, we understand that there is an uneasy calm that continues to prevail. But, you know, the politics is just increasing on this particular issue, even though the link of Samajwadi Party's Neta is there because two of them have been booked, one Samajwadi Party MP and another Samajwadi Party MLA's son in this particular case. On the other hand, the Samajwadi Party continues to put questions on the centre and the BJP government there.
Yes, Sina, you are absolutely right. What they are trying to do, one, they are trying to justify act of violence, what really happened on Sunday morning while the survey was being conducted at Jama Masjid. And second, they are trying to villainize police, and that's not really a good thing because everybody knows that about 700 to 800 people, because the footage that has been released by police that clearly shows that how 700 to 800 people, they were armed with stones. They started pelting stones. The unruly mob tried to target as many policemen as they can. And this was the reason that police had to resort to tear gas shelling. And then one person is giving a very bizarre explanation and a very ridiculous comment coming from his side that police is carrying two pistols with them. One is the that has been issued by the government, and other is the country-made weapon they are carrying with them. So they are trying to make people believe that it was the firing from the police side. While as we have been talking to many of those police officers who were injured due to firing, who were injured because of stone pelting, that's one of the reasons that when I was speaking to SP of this Sambal area, he said that's it's really unfortunate and painful when we see that politicians, instead of speaking for this police karmi, they are speaking for the pelter army. The story right from Srinagar to Sambal remains almost same. We have seen this thing happening in Kashmir Valley too, and here in this particular case also that one particular lobby is trying to speak for the stone pelters rather than speaking for police personnel who kept on fighting ding-dong battle for about 1 hour while the stone pelting was going on from other side. And one of the police officer I interacted with, he was injured because of the bullet that was fired from somewhere within the mob. He asked question. He said, what it means that had we been firing, then I would not have fired at my own leg. So that clearly indicates that somebody from the mob had been firing. But unfortunately, everybody is busy playing politics over this issue. We saw that Samajwadi Party leader Akhilesh Yadav coming out with a statement asking question where there was a need for second survey, not realizing that it was notice had already been issued in this regard, and Vishnu Jain, who is one of the petitioners, had already put that notice on the social media trying to explain things and also puncturing the narrative of the Akhilesh Yadav that everybody knew about this thing, that from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. the survey will be conducted. Despite all these things, the preparations were made by the police to ensure that there is peace and calm. But there were people who had already conspired that how to destabilize the situation. They were carrying with them stones, they were carrying with them weapons, they were masked, and they started pelting stones. And then police had to resort to cocaine charging and use that non-lethal weapon. But unfortunately, the war of word is continuing. But one thing I would like to show, I think one need to give credit to the people of this region that they are the one who have given a befitting reply. See, within 36 hours, the things are limping back to normal. Day before yesterday, when I came out to this place, the street wore a deserted look. And today you can see all the shops are open and normal business is going on. People at the end of the day, whether it's a Hindu or a Muslim, they realize that coexistence of different faiths.
All right, so the situation is clearly limping back to normalcy, but politics, war of words, as you mentioned, is also continuing on this particular issue. Thank you very much.